Are we recording then? I can't tell. Okay. Well, here goes. Hi. My name is Jack. Jack. Jack Vigorelli. Anyway, I'm not from around here. And I know that this might sound really bonkers, but I'm fairly certain that I'm from an alternate timeline. I know it sounds really, really weird, like super, I think you call it science fiction here. Anyway, I come from a slightly different world. The similarities are there, but there's some differences, trust me. This is probably going to take a long time to explain, maybe even a few hours at best. How much power do we have? Not a lot. Okay. Introduction, I guess. Anyway, I'm a physicist in my world, and I specialize in application of theoretical physics. Really neat stuff. Anyway, I work at the university in my town. It's called Stanton. And obviously I work in the physics department there. Been there for a few years. And anyway, I was working on creating kind of a stable black hole thing. It's all in my notes, and of course I don't have access to them now. But I think I forgot to carry a 1 or something, or I misplaced a variable or something, but I created the singularity. It just didn't go the way I wanted it to. The microgravitational fluctuations yanked me, some random junk from the office in, and here I am. Thank God I was on the ground floor of it because, well, my office isn't there. It's kind of a quad, I guess you could call it. You know, just green space, grasses. We've got the big mountain out here. I'm not sure what you guys called it. We call it Jordan. Anyway. It's down from that. I looked around and the whole area was houses for the most part, office complex, and that was about it. There's nothing there, really. See, the university where I work, it's huge. There's buildings and eateries and all kinds of stuff everywhere. It's gorgeous. Old growth trees that have been there for 150 years when the place was set up. I loved working there. I was in one of the newer buildings, Science and Tech building, and I'm here. That university doesn't even exist. The weird part was walking around town. I managed to, well, I figured out the way the roads were working. They're on a grid. And I found this place where I could go in, get myself something to eat. So I ordered a beer and a burger. nothing like what I'm familiar with came to the table. Well, that's not true. I figured it was just local stuff, okay? And you also have to remember, I thought maybe I'd been teleported or something. I hadn't realized where I was exactly. Anyway. I had my fill. Beer relaxed me. So the bartender came over to me and handed me my bill, and it was like 15, 20 bucks, something in there. And I pulled out my wallet, and I handed him my card. He'd never even heard of the bank. I'm not going to show you it, even though, you know, it doesn't exist. I don't want you to go grab things from it. Well, that seems silly, but anyway, not important. He said whatever and ran it, and of course it declined, didn't even exist. And he said, sorry, card's been declined, do you have any cash on you? Said, yeah, of course. I pulled out a couple of banknotes, handed them to him, and well, he was not happy. See, the money in what I figured out was my world, it's really colorful. I saw the money from your world and it's blah. Boring. I didn't have anything like that. And that was kind of my first clue. Well, technically my second clue. So, guy throws me out, uses some swear words and throws me out, and calls me a deadbeat, whatever that is, and I have to walk the town again. He said, get out of here or I'm calling the cops. I'm willing to bet that's some kind of law enforcement. Anyway, so I walked around town, and I get to this shopping center. Meanwhile, my feet hurt. Thank God my stomach is full, but I see this guy walking out of a store. Dead ringer for me. I had to wipe my eyes going, oh my God, I have a doppelganger. So I rush up to him. I'm like, hi, what's going on? He looks at me. He's like, he looks like me. He's actually behind the camera right now, but he doesn't want to. You know, it's confusion. I understand. I'll explain it in a minute, okay? So, he says his name is Richard, and told him my name was Jack, and, well, said that's what my parents were going to name me, but they changed their minds. So we get to talking, and I ask him what the name of the city is. He says it's called Murray. I said, where I'm from, it's called Jackson. And it's a little part of a thing called Kidron. Said, it's a small part here too. It's called Salt Lake. Because very large body of water with a lot of salt in it. And I didn't think it was very clever. Anyway. So, we kept talking, and I asked him, is there a university in town? And he said, yeah, there is. It's a few miles northeast of here. It's called University of Utah. And he pulled up on his phone, called it. It's a neat little pocket device. Anyway, showed me pictures of it, and it was a dead ringer for Stanton, just in the wrong place. So, there was that. He asked where I live, if I have anything. So I showed him my ID, and well, here's called Utah. It's Not even slightly close to what I'm used to. So, he said, so he asked if I wanted to go see where I lived, if maybe it existed, okay? So I got into his car, and I gave him directions. It's a shopping mall. My entire life is gone. I haven't teleported. The only explanation for this, and I've done some digging the last couple of days, this all happened about a week ago, is chaos theory. See, according to it, anything that can potentially happen will happen. Unless it's mutually exclusive, in which case it happens in a completely different universe. And if enough of those variances pile up, then those universes diverge further and further apart while still remaining remarkably similar. I mean, the fact that I am able to speak the same language to you and you not think I'm totally wonky is just amazing to me. You probably don't have that word. It's different in my world. Anyway, that's making my head spin. You know, also might be the proximity to Richard. You see, it was theorized by a guy in my universe. I already looked up. Apparently he died before you could ever do anything spectacular. When two things from two separate universes are similar enough, their quantum entropy interferes with each other, and like that. That one hurt. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be alive because of it. I also don't entirely know what's going to happen. I'm in some unbelievably weird territory here. This is nothing I would have even considered for building that device. Hopefully one of my lab mates will figure it out and try to get me home before it's too late. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe my quantum signature will normalize to this one or something, or I don't know. But I'm doing a lot of research right now, and I'm going to get back to you guys about some of the differences, like key differences maybe. This is going to be an ongoing thing, so maybe it'll be kind of interesting for you. I'm told by Richard that he has this channel on this thing called YouTube. It's some kind of networking thing. He says he's going to put this up on there. Anyway, we have something similar in my world. It's called, I barely watch it. I don't have enough time. It's called Your Telly, something like that. It's spelled weird. Anyway. Yeah, I hope everything ends up well. So, I guess I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully. Bye. Go ahead and cut.